Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with me, Mimik, and this video is just going to be a showcase of the server that me and my friends have been playing on. We plan to eventually do like a reset thing, and kind of like if you've seen HexCraft or something, but as of right now, I kind of just want to give a tour of what we have done so far, so you guys can see, and probably the next episode on this server will be the first episode of the reset and stuff. So to start, here is spawn. Over here we have another portal, which we'll get to in a little bit. On this side is Caligo's house. If you watched my videos before, you probably know Caligo. Yes, this is kind of intentional, I think, for the Netflix banners. He's really into movies. If we go down here's his house. It's kind of, he doesn't really come in here that often. He more so works outside of it, but Calico's house. Seen this guy, you might know him. Some storage stuff down here and all that. Like I said, he's not really in here as much. He kind of works on other things. Here's some like achievements: Over Enchanter, Home Sweet Home, and Who's the Warden now. Some stuff that we've done. We've also beat the Ender Dragon, but I don't think he has that up here. Right here is his two dogs, Anthony Padilla and Ian Hancock's. If you watch Smosh, you'll know who those are. And then zombie villagers, which we're gonna use this block to get out. So that's his house. We'll go back up the path just for consistency. If we go straight, right here, we'll lead to Ethan's house. If you watched the Backrooms video, you might get to know him a little bit. So here's Ethan's house. We have, it's one of those things where it's like from afar it kind of looks basic, but up close it's like very detailed. So we have a little pond thing that they made and some mangrove trees. If you walk over here, here's the front of it and stuff. Oops, that's messed up, I guess. We walk in. Yeah. This may be my doing. We're gonna just look about that. They have some like, netherite armor, cooking area, and like they have storage down there, and they have some farms. It's a very simple house, but very nice. And a cat. Good cat. And then they have up here is like a Wii in their bed and stuff. Oh, and they have a camel. But for the most part, that's Ethan's house. If we go up here and take a right, go down this path. Now, I will say, it does kind of look bad. There's supposed to be trees here, but someone came and chopped them down for wood. So I'd have to replant those, but we'll make our way down. Here. It's a little bit, I think I probably have the longest path. But my house is over here. It's very much Hobbit inspired. I live in a little Hobbit hole, white, but over here, simple sugarcane farm. I kind of just have it running, and then eventually I'll need to use it. This is related to the cows. Down here we have what is my attempt at a storage room. So I have some stuff sorted, obviously, my valuables and all that. But there's still all these shulker boxes of randomness and a bunch of random stuff just everywhere. Like, look, here, I have food in here. I think I actually, yeah, I just put that stuff in there. See, just absolutely random, but hopefully when we do the restart, I will try to keep a goodish storage going. Come down here, we have it broke again. Hold on, let me just, oh, I might, okay. Normally I can kill those guys without even having to build, but I guess I got cooked. Let me just, I can do it. There we go. Like I said, very just random storage and stuff. Now, over here we have a wheat farm. It kind of sucked. Like, yeah, that we have a lot, but it was such a pain in the butt to put together and stuff that I kind of just gave up. And then over here we have a iron farm. So that just kind of runs in the background when I'm on. I don't use iron as much, but sometimes, you know, I use a lot of iron at once, so I have that when I need it. Then over here, final little area of my house is a zombie like spawner. That's kind of overfilled. We don't really use this because it was like an XP thing, but we have a new method which I'll show you later to get XP now, so we don't ever really use that. So you saw that too, little water elevator to get out. There's my happy gas, and then my beacon shoots out right there. Off to the next little area. So this is just kind of like a fun build that Calico made. It's like a dinosaur skull, kind of like an exhibition site and stuff. This is a shop Ethan owns. It's a wood shop. This is probably my most used shop because I really like to use spruce wood, so I'm very much come here and just buy it all half the time. Over here is a shop that I think Calico planned to build, but they might not do it because of the reset. We'll see what they do. But this was a shop that they're planning. Here's my cow shop, which is what I need to breed all the cows for, and all the signs. So, you know, we have steak, leather, item frames, and milk. A lot of stuff that just people use, and then some extras up top and all that. Just, I think, yeah, like I said, I have literally just placed stuff wherever. But go down. Across from it is another shop by Calico. It's a gunpowder shop, if you can't tell by the gun on the top. It's not really bright in here. I don't know why they don't ever light it up, but gunpowder and stuff. Not fully full. I buy a lot of gunpowder from here for rockets and stuff. And then I think this is a disc shop or something that's in the works. I don't know. I don't know if it's a shop per se. It might be a display thing. Cross over this bridge, which is one of the most expensive bridges I ever made for my resource pack, just to add a little ring around. But obviously it has an anvil for every single torch, which is mostly the reason why I made that iron farm. But if you come over here, you find a tavern that I made. Has a little horse stall and stuff. I did use a video for help. I know, guys. Roast me in the comments if you want. But I mean, I still got all the resources and build it, so suck it up. Little horse tavern, a little fountain area, and then the main part is a bar / tavern. So over here, I was trying to get some more potions. I kind of took a break from doing potions. No one really buys them. I will let you know we do have keep inventory on. Maybe some point we can get rid of it, but I mean, I agree with the people who do want it on. It makes the game, when you lose all your netherite stuff in a hole and you don't have any other netherite items and it's a dangerous place, you basically just lost all the netherite armor that you spent a lot of time on. So I agree with them completely. I'm keeping it on because it makes the game not fun when you lose everything. Of course, we try to keep it minimal on like abusing the death system, so that's why like I still carry on food, because if I was to abuse the death system, I could just kill myself to get full health and stuff. Anyway, we have a little lounge area up here and stuff, another balcony looking over this area and stuff. And then over here we have another lounge area with some games. We have pool, which I don't have any balls, but as you can tell, stuff does slide across. And then over here we have darts, which I did never got them, but they're supposed to be Tritons. I just never got them. and you can do different difficulties for that. And over here, you can kind of look down at the bar. Then if we go upstairs, here is just some rooms. They're all very basic rooms that people, if they wanted to, this was kind of just the part for decoration, I guess, because, I mean, let's be real, who's going to be paying to sleep in a room in Minecraft? They can just, you know, buy a thing, but I can have fun builds. And then up here is a little, it's like camp, like a fireplace and just storage and stuff for like what would be food and stuff for the tavern if I was to do that. I have a few things to show. It's kind of planned for the reset, because we're gonna do the reset on the same world for the first one, just because we already built some stuff and we not done anything on here and stuff. So we're moving the spawn. This was one of my older friends. Not really friends with him much anymore. Base. But my plan was, so this is where I'm gonna build my base for when the reset. Yeah, I already planned. Sucks to suck, but little insight. There is, so we're doing a little bit of lore. I'm just gonna come out and say it. So there will be a little bit of lore. I'm not gonna say exactly what, but just know there's gonna be like an observatory here. Now that's not actually related to my lore. The building will be used, but the observatory part isn't actually related to what I'm doing. It's just where it's happening. That's all I can really say. But if we keep flying this way, not so far, this is where the new spawn's gonna be. So over here is our new spawn, right here. And this over here is our old spawn. So it's about, let's see, it's about over like 1,000 blocks away, which I was gonna do something farther, possibly like over here, but a lot of people didn't want that and stuff. So I'm gonna do it over here and stuff, and we're just gonna do this, and then whenever decide we're done with this like reset, we'll actually start it on a new seed. So that's about it for the server tour. I just wanted to kind of show off the thing and talk a little bit about what we're about to do. If you are interested, you know, obviously just stick around. We will start at some point. But yeah, that's about it for the server tour. If you did enjoy it, though, do please consider liking and subscribing. It means a lot. And if you want to see more from me, make sure you hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I post again. I do plan on doing a lot of videos on the server, and just in general a lot more Minecraft videos. I've always wanted to do Minecraft videos, and the horror video game stuff I was doing was fun, but it was kind of getting, I don't know, I wasn't connected to it as I am Minecraft. I will be doing more horror Minecraft, and if you want to see more horror videos, I think I'm just going to stick to doing those on my second channel, Mimikry, which I will have in the description down below if you guys want to check out. But other than that, that's basically all. Goodbye.